Alright, first version simple. Tap up, target, do 1 or 2 side hops, really doesn't matter. Roll up the ramp. Try not to bonk the wall if you can help it. Just kinda roll up to the side of it, really. You can walk along the wall as human, so it's not too precise, really. But what you're aiming for as human, if you want to just walk up like this, that's fine. Target if you want, whatever. But what you're aiming for is basically, if you're really good at adjusting to the lag and getting perfect height hovers, then feel free to kind of end your walk near the end of the wall, and then drop your bomb probably a little further than that. If you're not comfortable with with perfect height hovers and you need a little leniency, what you're gonna do is drop it closer to that second or third cross on the wall. There we go. These little crosses I'm looking at, the green ones, it's like second or third, somewhere around here, and you should be fine. Go ahead and do the rest of the setup. Sometimes I will hold down left during the hovers. This is intentional. Down left if your controller allows it, or down or down left if you need to for your controller diagonal to get a backflip. It's going to just bring you very slightly, it's going to require Link to travel further to get closer to the wall. It's basically going to bring you out a little far from the wall, and the goal is to make sure that your chew doesn't run along, your last one doesn't run along the wall. It won't normally as long as you're spaced out right, but it's just a little small precaution I've been doing. It doesn't really change anything else about the trick, except holding down right instead of down. For the final backflip, I recommend holding down, just to make sure that down left doesn't mess up having, going over the wall itself. Whatever. Just based on how that actual pop-up over, you could say, works. Just making sure you don't get popped back in bounds, essentially. Very simple otherwise. Okay. That was a little far. That still would have worked as long as you got perfect height hovers, but still sketch. There you go. Oh, that looked funny. Never saw that before like that. Alright, anyways, the other one, the YOLO-ish method, but it's not really YOLO. It's basically you're going to come up here, walk. Wow, that camera was really bad for that. Okay. I got used to the other one. There we go. Maybe just walk here. And what you're going for is about this spot. Basically, yeah, that would work. Nice. Top tier tutorial here. Alright, so basically you got this set of tiles on the ground here that you're looking for. You don't want to be on the front tile, you don't want to be on the tiles. That's going to bring you way too close. Your chew will snap to the wall if you're that close. You want to be right in front of this little guy. You can maybe be right on the black line if you have perfect chew hovers, but I would definitely recommend not doing, assuming you do, and going in front of it just because of a lot of lag in this clock down, East clock down. Otherwise, it's the same thing. I definitely recommend doing Or it's nearly the same thing. You don't do the shield drop method, you just do the normal bomb drop ISG method. I definitely really recommend holding down left during those hovers. All the ones that you can. Then holding back on the last one. Just because you're so much closer. Okay, there I would probably just walk up a little bit. Nice. Now, because of that, cutting out that last extra 6th shoe hover, you really need to make sure that you have at least, I want to say 3 perfect height hovers, or maybe 4 including the bomb one, because otherwise you're just not going to make it. I just slopped up way too much on those hovers and I wasn't able to make it over. Okay, really wide. Oh, okay, I just held down the whole time. Oops. The further right you're aiming, the more okay it is to just hold down, just because you have a much smaller risk of actually having your chi run along the wall. That's all it is. But I definitely don't like this version, even if it might be just barely faster without the side hop. I didn't check. I don't think it necessarily would be, it's just a matter of slightly less movement, more go on rolling. Less box movement, I mean. Yeah. Okay, I think this will... Alright, it's just too close. It would have barely made it if it... height-wise. Oh, I went way too far. Other than that, this tutorial is probably good to upload. Okay, I'm on the black line. I'm actually way in front of it. Right behind it. So this... yeah. The first hover just was really bad. That and the angle isn't that great. Further right you go, the higher you need to go. Oh, this is bad. Still made it. That first hover went back, but I was far enough. Well, it just worked out, so to speak. Anyways, GLHF. Oh, quick side note. With the other setup, unfortunately, due to day 3 shenanigans in the East Clock Town, because game good. Nice. I don't know if it's actually on day 3, just so happen to be practicing on day 3, I guess. You can't target the walls. Stupid. GLHF.